Lifeaudio. Welcome to the Crosswalk Devotional. We're glad to have you listening with us. Today's message is Exchanging Weakness for Strength. We'll return to the devotional after a brief message from our sponsors.
At Thrivent, planning your finances is bigger than money. It's a way to support the people, causes, and community you love, because helping you put your faith into action is at the heart of what we do. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
Have you ever wondered, is the Bible true? For 3 millennia, seekers of all kinds have asked this timeless question. Now best-selling author, entrepreneur, and philanthropist Mark Gerson offers a unique answer through social science. In his groundbreaking new book, Gerson reveals the 21st century social scientists are asking the same questions that the Bible has been answering for centuries. And his conclusion? The Bible is true. Absolutely, comprehensively, and enthusiastically true. Through this monumental work, Gerson connects biblical wisdom with practical modern issues covering topics like how to choose a spouse, building a happy marriage, raising confident children, overcoming adversity and fear, succeeding in business, and much more. And the best part? All author proceeds benefit African Mission Healthcare, a nonprofit Mark co-founded, bringing life-saving care to millions through Christian missionary physicians in Africa. Order your copy today at www.godwasright.com.
Exchanging Weakness for Strength. Written and read by Megan J. Connor. But he said to me, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest on me." 2 Corinthians 12:9 NIV. I was totally and completely overwhelmed by my circumstances. It felt like everything in my life was spinning out of control. It was as if the storms of chaos were attacking me from every side all at once, and I could not find my footing. Both my husband and my daughter were facing significant health issues. Our business was facing unprecedented challenges, and my anxiety was at an all-time high. I struggled to sleep. I struggled to eat. Even the most mundane, simple tasks felt immensely burdensome and unmanageable. I was weak in body and spirit. I prayed time and time again for the Lord to relieve me of my burdens. Despite my desperate pleas, nothing tangible changed. It was all completely out of my control. There was nothing I could do to alter my unwelcome dilemmas, and it appeared God wasn't all that interested in offering me a way out. We see a similar example of this from the Apostle Paul in his second letter to the Corinthian church. 3 times I pleaded with the Lord to take it away from me. But he said to me, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest on me. That is why, for Christ's sake, I delight in weaknesses, in insults, in hardships, in persecutions, in difficulties. For when I am weak, then I am strong." 2 Corinthians 12:8-10 NIV. We aren't sure what specific ailment Paul considered as the thorn in his flesh, but it is clear that whether it was mental or physical, the apostle wrestled with it and longed for his circumstances to be different. However, God allowed the unwelcome assailant to remain for Paul's good. It never feels good when we suffer pain, disappointment, limitations, illnesses, or injuries. Yet we live in a fallen world where the consequences of sin rest on all humanity, where mortality is reality and troubles are guaranteed. John 16:33. While undesirable to our flesh, it is actually through these challenges that we learn a dependence upon the Lord that would not be possible if we always had it all together. As Paul is weakened by his humanity as a result of his condition, he actually gains strength. It is a lasting supernatural strength that stretches far beyond his human ability to endure the unendurable. Why? Because it is not Paul's inner strength that continues to propel him forward. It is Christ in him. What a paradox. To obtain power and strength, we must first become frail and weak. Yet it is exactly in this place of weakness that we discover not only a resilience we never thought possible, but we are also consumed with immense peace, a peace that surpasses all understanding. Philippians 4:7. Like Paul, I have experienced the glory of exchanging weakness for strength. Did any of the circumstances I described earlier change to promote this newfound peace? No. Instead, my heart and mind found rest as I trusted Him who was giving me the strength. It all truly is out of my control, and any attempt I make to try to navigate my own way through only results in increased anxiety and fear. Yet when I lean on His strength, I not only have the endurance to continue forging forward, I can rest and trust in Him. For when I am weak, He is strong. Intersecting faith and life. Do you feel weak or strong today? Is your weakness or strength evident physically or spiritually? Are you someone who longs for control or prides themselves on their own strength? How does Paul's declaration that he not only understands how God uses his weaknesses to teach him strength, but actually boasts in his own weakness, alter your perspective? Take some time today to reflect and journal about one or two past or present situations where you have encountered weakness exchanged for strength. For further reading, take a look at 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verses 1 through 10, and Philippians chapter 4, verses 4 through 9.
The Crosswalk Devotional is a production of Lifeaudio and Salem Media. If you liked what you heard today, please take a second to rate and review this podcast in your favorite podcast app so that more listeners like you can find the show. For more faith-filled, inspirational podcasts, visit us at lifeaudio.com.
Want to learn more about God and His will for your life, one verse at a time? I'm Quinice Petway, co-host of the Your Daily Bible Verse podcast. I'm inviting you to tune in and subscribe at lifeaudio.com.